Hey everybody, and I just wanted to say thank you for being patient with me. Been a little bit of time. I haven't been making videos, and I have a lot to say. 'Cause I've been thinking a lot while I've been gone, and I guess I just wanted to discuss those feelings with you guys. And I'm definitely gonna be speaking from the heart here. No jump cuts. Whatever I say is what I say. I did a couple of rehearsals, but they just didn't feel right. So let's try this one more time. So, anyways, where have I been? Well, I've been in Texas, just chilling, working at Mad Rat all the time. 7 in the morning, get up, go to work, get things done for the store, go home at like 10 o'clock at night every night, maybe 8 o'clock if I'm lucky. But I've just been burying my head in the sand. Um, just putting my nose in and all the work I could possibly be doing there. Cleaning the store, organizing cards, going out and doing markets, Lexicon, so much work. And I think there's a good reason and why. I haven't been uploading, instead I've been working. It's because I haven't been honest with myself. For a very long time, for the last 2 years, I've been just playing solely Pokemon. And Pokemon has done so many wonders for me. I've gotten the job of my dreams because of Pokemon. Made so many friends because of Pokemon. And a lot of good things have happened in my Discord and tournaments and etc. because of Pokemon. And Pokemon, I am forever grateful, and I'm never going to stop playing Pokemon. But I'd be lying to myself if I said that the only thing I wanted to produce the rest of my YouTube career was Pokemon. Um, I definitely am wanting, and for a little while have only been wanting to do more. I get burnt out when I do the same thing over and over again, and now I want to do more. I want to be creative with more instead of the same thing every single time. And I know the format changes. You can tell me all that every single time, but still the same 6 prize cards. It's still the same active and bench and deck and graveyard sort of situation. And I'm fine, with that. But I have a confession. I have another love. Not love. Let me tell you where this love came from. I was a child in my youth, and I had Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D starter decks, Skunk Warrior, and I got the tin with Stardust. And those were some of the happiest memories. And then I stopped. And then I started again. And then I stopped. And then I started again. And then I stopped. And then I started again, and it was very wonky. But one thing that was consistent was whenever I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Was always, always casual. It was always casual. I never liked having to be the best at Yu-Gi-Oh! I like being the best at Pokemon, but Yu-Gi-Oh! I never really liked being the best at. I've always wanted to play just the way I wanted to play, which was slow pace, fair, and fun. So the most recent time I get into Yu-Gi-Oh! It felt like a nightmare. Oh, I'm buying these hundreds of dollars of cards that are worth my rent, and all of a sudden, they're being reprinted, and oh my god, the game is so way too fast and it feels unfair. I feel like I never win, and I have all these expensive cards, and I just want to go back to older formats when Yu-Gi-Oh! Was once good. And for me, I'm like, okay. And the next thing they're like, oh, but Konami's the worst. Konami makes everything bad. I hate Konami because Konami makes me do this and that and this. And I'm like, go play another game if you feel like shit. Okay? Just go. And for me, I'm just like, I'm tired of all this constant negativity. Like, the second I dip my toe in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, they're just like, don't play Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, I'm like, why are you playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, because it's the best game ever. And I'm like, exactly. It is the best game ever. Right? It is the best game ever. So, yeah, I totally believe it is one of the best games ever made. Every time I open a pack, the card art sends me straight back to my childhood. I'm just like that Ratatouille moment where I'm eating the spaghetti and then boom, I'm a kid again. And I'm just like, I really want to make something out of Yu-Gi-Oh! But here's the honest truth. I don't like standard format either. I'm not gonna lie. Standard format is miserable. And everybody has a right to complain. I just wish people were a little more optimistic about it. Because I'm a little more optimistic about it. But I'm optimistic about everything. But I don't want to put my optimism in the wrong places. And standard format doesn't ever seem like it'll ever get better because, well, from watching those Yu-Gi-Oh documentaries, Yu-Gi-Oh's always been the same. There's always been that expensive chase card, and everybody has to go get it, or they don't win. It's always been pay to win. And that's why what I've heard from Moist Critical in one of his videos that there needs to be more formats. So, with all these Yu-Gi-Oh cards now, we're selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards at our store. Yu-Gi-Oh is making good money. But I'm just never interested in what Yu-Gi-Oh has to really offer as standard. But I'm not really interested in Edison or Go or, hat format either. I'm interested in everything. I like everything. But I think the thing I like the most is anything that reminds me of the anime. Now, I know Yu-Gi-Oh hasn't made a good anime in a while, but I definitely like the way, just remembering it at least, where Kaiba had 3 blue eyes and it was up against 1 dark magician, and it was like 1 elemental hero or 1 Quibbled Hedgehog or Stardust Dragon or Junk War, and it was like, that was their one. That was their ace monster. That was so cool. And I was just like, how can I replicate that? And I started thinking, I started talking to some Yu-Gi-Oh friends that I've made along the way, and I just said, I want to make my own format. And they were like, nah, you can't make your own format. People are going to solve it really quick, and it's not going to be good. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm still going to do it. And if you don't like it, then, find another format. But I thought about it like this. I kept thinking of the format, and I was just like, okay, I think I have an idea. What is the thing that Kaiba has? What is the thing that the Cyber Dragon player has? They have 3 of 1 card. And then I thought to myself, okay, what if we had 1 card where you can only have 3 of? It's like Yu-Gi-Oh backwards almost. Where you can have, like there's all these cards that are limited, but what if we just made 1 card unlimited? 1 card semi-limited in the deck, and every other card you can only have 1 of. That would go crazy. And so I thought to myself, it's like, let's call it 3-2-1 format, and boom. Now I've got an idea for a Yu-Gi-Oh format. And I'm definitely going to be putting it to the test. Maybe potentially on this channel. But that is what I'm gonna go with. And if somebody wants to steal my idea and make it their own, cool. Because then there might be that format, and I don't have to put any of the work in it. So, but I'm definitely going to try to put the work into it. I'm definitely going to be making my own Yu-Gi-Oh format, and definitely going to be promoting it as much as I can. So that I don't really care, like, if people like recognize me for it or not. I just want to have fun with the goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh game. So that's what we're going to be doing. But we're also going to be making, Yu-Gi-Oh content too, as much as I can. I really want to try to keep it casual, but I don't know. We will have to see what we can come up with for Yu-Gi-Oh. But definitely going to be doing more Yu-Gi-Oh content, or Yu-Gi-Oh content, just new Yu-Gi-Oh content. And I'm definitely going to want to put as much as I can into the game, as I do for Pokemon. It's not going to be all the time. They're still going to be doing Pokemon, but I guess I just want to be doing more because, again, I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. But with Pokemon, we have Surging Sparks format to get into. I definitely have to make a lot of videos for that. Definitely need to get on that because I know it's been just a couple of weeks and I've missed out on a lot. And it's like I'm not helping any customers at work by not knowing what the format is. And, that's where all of our sales go. So definitely need to be making more content for Surging Sparks. I've had a bunch of ideas, but definitely missed my timing on there. But I mean, hey, sometimes we miss, and you know what? That's just how it works. So, Surging Sparks content coming up soon, Yu-Gi-Oh content coming up soon, and then we have one more bit of news I'd like to share with y'all. So, a while ago, my boss had brought in some new product, and it was called Celestials, and he loves the crap out of the cards, and I do too because he shared his interest with me, and I was just like, yeah, this is actually cool. At first, I was a little skeptical. The game looks really complicated, but then once I figured out that it was just like Yu-Gi-Oh with like 2 extra steps, I was hooked. And then I started showing every customer ever, hey, this is Celestial. You gotta try this. You wanna play this with me? Please play this with me, please. Because the next thing I know, I'm loving the game, and then they have to go. I'm going home. Please don't go home. Game 5! Game 5, please. So, I'm really addicted to it. Problem is I can't really make any content for it until Clash comes out. And we're going to be having the beta for Clash. So when that comes out, we're going to get hella views from those videos, that's for sure. But we'll be making a Celestials video starting with Clash. I just don't have the editing resources to show you cards every 5 seconds. Like, oh, this card does this. Like, unless I talk things over. But we'll see. But we'll be doing Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Celestials content. And here's my philosophy behind it. I just stopped caring about splitting my audience. And I'm just going to do what I want to do. And that's pretty much the end of it. I just want to do what I want to do, and I'm not going to worry about who and what is going to watch it. If I get 1 view, then that's me. And if I get 100 views, then they're just probably wanting to watch the same things I do, and I win. But 1 view is still a win, too. Any view is a win. And speaking of, I just want to say thank you all for 300 subscribers. I have 300 couch TCGers on YouTube following my content, and I also have 2 videos with 3,000 views, so thank you guys dearly for that. You guys make me feel like a real YouTuber every time I come on here, and I'm definitely going to be putting in more of the work, but there's one person I have to really thank. That's my girlfriend, Jessie. She started this with me, and, she gave a lot of time and a lot of money to help me push through my passion. And whenever I see her, I'm always reminded, man, I could do so much more. And when I don't do it, I feel really guilty because she does all this stuff for me, and the next thing I know, I don't do anything about it. And I feel really bad. But no more. I'm definitely going to keep pushing. And I'm definitely going to keep you in mind, Jessie, for sure. When I do these things. Just remembering how strong you are and how much you've pushed me really far. So, thank you. And I also want to thank Mad Rat for everything as well. Keeping me in a house and keeping me with the best job in the world. We've been through a lot. But I can't thank the team enough. Dave, Lori, Sam, Bianca, Greg, and Chloe, Brendan. I can't thank you guys enough for how much you've done for me. And I hope the work I've put into Mad Rat really does help you guys flourish in this ecosystem. And then finally, I just want to thank myself, I guess. I don't know. I don't have any more people to thank. I guess I gotta thank me for my drive and my passion. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I guess I kind of just made up things. But I'm not going to be playing Magic Lorcana or One Piece. I know that Lorcana and One Piece don't have simulators, and I bet they never will. But if they do, I'll be shocked. And Magic looks like the most uninteresting game on the planet. I don't know how it's number one, but it just never interests me. It is the closest thing to sports cards like ever. But they are putting SpongeBob in that bitch, and I'm just like, okay, SpongeBob though. I mean, they put Doctor Who in it, they put Fallout in it, and now they're putting SpongeBob. I kind of want a Doctor Who Fortnite SpongeBob deck. I'm not gonna lie, I think that looks really cool, but bro, Squidward's gonna be a. Dude, they better make Squidward the most powerful card on the planet, dog. I don't know. Man, YouTube is crazy. You do so much work for little reward, and the next thing you know, you keep going. I guess that's just the power of not giving. Um, that's just the power of creation. Because I guess when you create things, you're not supposed to ever expect anything back. Um, but maybe the ones who are wanting it the most, I guess the most daring ones, are the ones who expect things back, but just years down the line. Like, be reasonable. It never gets old, though. And I can't wait to show you what I've got. See you guys later. This is the Couch TCG signing out.